Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Forex Trading Asia Daily Currency Call. So this is the currency call where you will get market economic updates, key support resistance levels, trade ideas, and more. So this webinar is going to be beneficial to both the long-term investors and short-term traders. Here we will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risk. So a disclaimer here, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Yeah, so let's get started. Nothing too eventful happened the last couple of days. So planning for next week, let's see what are the possible movements we can plan ahead for the trading week next week. So today we are with Jin Dao, founder of LCMS Traders. He's also an international speaker where he speaks in countries like Hong Kong, UK, US, Australia, Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia, and of course here in Singapore, sharing his views about the FX market. So yeah, Jin, I'll pass the time to you now to let us know a little bit more about the possible movements for next week.
Hey, good morning, everyone. So yeah, markets have been over the past couple of days very volatile. A lot of movements, short-term movements going, spiking up, coming back down again, but no real direction. So we've seen a bit of a consolidation being applied across the past couple of days. What I'm actually looking forward to is the developments with this consolidation, leading up to next week. Just to share with you, there is a whole bunch of news to look forward to next week. So on Forex Trading Asia here, looking at the news coming out next week, this is Monday onwards. On Monday, you get a bit of a rest, not too much happening in terms of news, but it all starts on Tuesday onwards, where we have Aussie news coming out in terms of business confidence, business surveys. Those could move prices, but the focus will be on Tuesday. GDP numbers coming from the UK, both month-on-month and year-on-year numbers. And then later in the evenings, we have a lot of Euro news coming out, and also look at it, US CPI numbers being released. It looks like it's going to be a good number coming out for the US CPI. So inflation numbers coming out. This probably will be a big price mover. So look out for that next week. And then as we head into Wednesday, we have, Aussie or the RBNZ interest rate decision at 10 a.m. Something to pay attention to, look at the statement, what could move the New Zealand dollar at that point. It looks like we might see a little bit of a surprise coming up, but this will need a bit more of a development to come from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. And then on Thursday, we have retail sales number. We have a lot of Euro numbers coming out, and then we have the US retail sales numbers being released. At that point, looking at a very good recovery. So all that put together, I think right now the importance is having that patience, sit through this consolidation, set up, be planned, be ready to take advantage of all the news that could be happening, not just from the US side. We see the UK pound GDP numbers coming out. We see US inflation numbers coming out, and also a whole bunch of smaller Eurozone numbers or data being released, CPI numbers being released, building permits coming from the US as well. So I think next week is going to be interesting, where we're not going to see big, huge news, but we're going to see news which could push prices following back to the trend, following back into a bit more of a sustained move rather than seeing the big spike up or downwards. So look forward to the trading next week.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of news events coming up next week. So let's talk about the currency in focus today, Canadian dollar. So yeah, Jin, pass the time back to you for the analysis on Canadian dollar.
All right, so with the Canadian dollar, it hasn't done too much at this point right now, but we do have Canadian news being released tonight. So, coming back to the news again, scrolling all the way to tonight. Where is it? Okay, we have the Canadian employment numbers being released tonight. Employment change previously was 259K, expected this month to come out at 100K. But the important thing to pay attention to here is the unemployment rate. It was 8.2%, expected to go to 8%. So looking at a improvement in terms of the unemployment rate coming from the Canadian side. But are we possibly, if it does come out at 8%, are we going to see a stronger Canadian dollar? I think you probably have to take this with a little bit of a pinch of salt, because what's happening in certain parts of Canada right now, it's undergoing a 1-month lockdown. So, there's a lockdown in place in some parts of Canada. Employment numbers is going to be affected there. The unemployment rate is going to be dependent on the people looking for jobs and the number of jobs being available. So unemployment rate in this case could drop, but it also could drop because of lack of or less people looking for work. It might not drop because of more people being employed. It could drop because of less people looking for work. So how this translates onto the chart is when we look at the US CAD on an H4 time frame. Looking at it at this point right now, it's sitting at the 1.2574 level, very close to that, or almost at that 1.2580 resistance level that we see it possibly being held at this point. What's likely to happen, I think, is we're going to see it test this 1.2580 from now to the news release tonight. And once the news is released, we're possibly going to see, if it does come out at a 8% unemployment rate with employment change at 100K, we could see a very short-term move downwards. So now we expect it to move up, test 1.2580, a spike down because of good numbers coming from the Canadian employment, but understanding that this might not be a sustained view, it might be because of less people looking for work. We might actually see that resume back towards a weakness in the Canadian dollar, or that strength to the US dollar. So in this case, my view would be to say, look for it to test 1.2580. At this point, I would be looking more for that upward move, 1.2586, stop loss 20 pips, take profit level 40 pips, risk reward of 1:2 towards 1.2635. On the alternate event, and I think this is a bit unlikely, but on the alternate event, if it hits 1.2580 and it turns down, doesn't bounce back up to test higher, it just hits lower, then we could actually be looking for that downside. But bear in mind, this will be a little bit trickier. Below 1.2555, you're looking at a 30 pip stop loss for a 50 pip take profit level. Risk reward ratio is still positive, but not the most ideal. So with that in mind, either plan to sit it out and wait for next week with better news releases, better data being pushed out with a possible more sustainable move in the trend and movements across the board, or be ready to actively manage it, take advantage of that possible small move, trade the US CAD when the news is being released from 1.2580 towards 1.2635. So back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Jin. So next up, we have Daniel, coach in LCMS Traders, to share with us what cryptocurrency is about, as recently cryptocurrencies made a lot of headline news. But before he shares the cryptocurrency, I'll get him to share a little bit more about how LCMS Traders help traders trade better. So Daniel, yeah, passing the time to you for the Traders Club introduction.
Hey, thank you, Jinwei. Thank you very much. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the LCMS Traders Club. And what we do here. Okay, let me just share the screen, what we have here. I would like to show you this. You know, let's look at this one here. You know, LCMS Traders Club, this is really about our dedicated club platform. It's really, you know, it's a must-have for anyone who's serious about doing trading and want to be profitable. Now, right here, we host a community of traders sharing strategies, ideas, analysis, you know, looking at the trading floor. That's what we do. We have a lot of interaction between members and coaches here, you know, monitoring the market. In the market watch, on the market watch, you can see so many details looking at we're on market, what happened together, trading floor. People will highlight things like what possible trades, what they are seeing, what do you think it is. You know, really, it's really almost like a part of a professional trading firm here right now. Okay, so you know, not only that, here we also, if you look at the widgets we have on this platform, really very nice. We have the economic news calendar. Yep. So you just click on the calendar. We have the economy news calendar here, where you can just on this platform plan your trades, know what news is going to come out. Don't get any surprises. You know, well, we are surprised that a news will impact the movement of the forex market. Now we also have data flash. Let me click this here, and you can see here the data flash right here, right now is very nice. This tends to get the news released earlier than everyone else I know. You know, so this one, like for example, if you have the natural gas or unemployment rate, you know, the actual when you release out, you just have a sound, and then it will let you know slightly earlier than other platforms. Now, not only that, we also have a lot of other things like FX heat map. You know, look at here, where you can at one glance you can see what prices are moving up or down, positive, negative, right? And immediately know what. Then you can see probably you want to know which currency pairs you want to focus on. For example, right now you can take a look. US dollar mostly are in green, positive, compared to, you know, like Euro, USD, Yen, and a few others. This is something that perhaps this is a currency pair on the US currency you want to focus on as well. Okay, so not only just very great platform we have here, lots of interaction. Let's close this up, you know, and then just click on the widget. When you want to close this, you can close the widget and it close. Very nice. So not only that, you know, everything is really moderated by the coaches at LCMS Traders. And not only we have this, we also have live live sessions twice a week. Now we have on Monday, it's a group coaching sessions where a lot of all the members will come in, ask questions. We will probably also look into more details on Monday. What do we look for the week in preparation and planning for what kind of possible trades, what kind of movements it could happen. Then on Wednesdays, we have live trading sessions, you know, where we trade together with the members here. We'll look at the market and see what possible trade for the 1 hour, what possible trades we could do. And we actually take live trading together with members and coaches together and profit together. Now, these sessions are really to guide you through the market conditions, and we literally will make money profits together. Now, if you have joined us from the Telegram channel, you have been receiving the trade signals late, right? I mean, you receive it, but you said, hey, it's a bit late. So here in the platform, right here, the signals here, you can see, okay, if I click it here, you can come forward. The signals here, you receive 5 minutes earlier. That means at the point where we see the movements, we will immediately issue the signals here. Then 5 minutes later, we put it in on the Telegram platform. Now, not only that, you get the signals, you also learn the strategies behind it and the reason for every signals and possible take profit target. So that's why we have the signal analysis here. You can see what we have, all the analysis for the different trades we do. Okay, now this platform is available on the web. You're also available on the desktop app. The most important is also available on the mobile application. That means your Android, your Apple has an app you can install in. Right. What this means is that you can access all the contents anywhere, anytime. And not only that, and any signals or any posts we put up on the Market Watch, you will receive a mobile notification of on all this information posts, right? So there definitely you will not miss any information from now on. Now, since we started in 2014, we have really helped hundreds of traders exactly like yourself, going from completely confused, unprofitable, to actually understanding the market, recovering losses, and finally being profitable. Now, all this to get everything here, this club membership and access to this platform is worth thousands. But for a limited time, this is your chance to join right now at $199 a year. Now, this is without a doubt the very least you must do to achieve your best in trading. This price can change anytime, so make sure you get on board right now. That I'm sure the link will be posted on the chat. Okay, so that's also though. While you are, I'm going to talk later about anything. Please go and sign up if you have not yet. Okay, now I'll pass it back to you, Jinwei.
Yep, posted up the links in the chat. So if you want to get into the Traders Club platform, just click on the Traders Club link and sign up now. Yeah, so recently we know that Bitcoin is inching towards 60,000, and then Ethereum is hovering around 2,000. So let's get Daniel here again to share with us his analysis on cryptocurrencies.
Okay, great. So straight away we look at the Bitcoin right now on my chart, on a daily chart. Really very nice. I mean, we were talking about it I think 2 weeks ago, that if it all, as long as this trend line here, if it breaks down, we could probably break below the 50,000 range. It could come back down, but it didn't. It continued all the way up to the 60,000 level and continuing. And you can see with this trend line, really very nice, bouncing off this trend line. Not only once here, again the second time right now. So this inner line trend line is really stable. But very interestingly, you look at this. It doesn't it look as if it's an ascending triangle? It has been trying to break past the 60,000 level, but it has been rejected time and time again, almost every on a daily basis, rejecting. So right now you could see here. Okay, let me change this to a different color. Okay, will do. Okay, let me put it in. It is an ascending triangle coming right now here. You know, if you were to take a look at this one here, you have this, and you have a triangle forming really very nice. Okay, so what we're really seeing is an ascending triangle happening. So now, well, everybody is just waiting. If it really breaks close, I would say above the 60,000 range, I think it will be perhaps about 62,000. If it really 62,000, from what we are seeing, you know, looking at this, of course, bear in mind, this is my personal opinion, you know, so if you want to do any trading, you please go and do your own analysis as well, and before you trade. However, if I look at this, if it breaks past this 62,000 level very strongly, you know, I am a very bullish white candle, I'll probably be looking for a real strong movement up continuation to about the 70,000 range. You know, right now we are looking at the US dollar. With the US dollar, if it indeed has been weakened over the next few weeks, then even more the possibility of pushing up to Bitcoin, pushing up to 70,000 range could even be stronger and fast and furious. So just watch out for this key level of 62,000 above. If it breaks above 60,000 and maybe passing past the 62,000 range, most likely it will, my personal opinion is it will go to the move up to the 70,000 range. Then if you look at the Ethereum is exactly holding at the same view as the Bitcoin. So if you do take a look at this again, looks like a ascending triangle coming in. I mean, the trend line is pushing real fast on the Bitcoin, but it is our same thing, unable to break past the 2,150. Let me zoom it in here, and you can see it really clearly now. It has been on the past few days trying to break above this level, unable to, and moving across. Now with this ascending triangle coming in, we'll be probably looking at the 21. If it breaks above the 2,150, so apologies, 2,150. The way I look at this range right now, we'll probably be going to look at above, like maybe about 22,000. maybe 22 or 23,000, let's say around here, I will firmly believe it will break up. It break ups, it will go above higher to about maybe 22, 23,000 range. Look for the next target about 23,000. 22, 23,000. These are the key levels we will look at. It could move up really strong, say following the Bitcoin, moving very strongly. Ethereum will probably move as well, probably moving to the 23,000 range right then. 2,300. Sorry, I really get influenced by the Bitcoin always. So 2,300 levels. Okay, so this.
I think that's a subtle hint where Daniel thinks Ethereum is going to go. He thinks it's going to go up by another to 23,000. So if it does happen, take it, say it first here by Daniel. It's getting to 23,000. Daniel did say it first here.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Apologies. So right now, so just a summary. If we look at Bitcoin, if it does break past the 60,000 key resistance level and the price is above 62,000, I think really firmly going to above the target, reaching to 70,000 range. For Ethereum, if it breaks past and close above 2,150, it will probably push all the way up to 2,300 level. So that's why I'm a bit bullish on this Ethereum and the Bitcoin. So that's my views for the cryptocurrencies. Okay, Jin.
All right. So so today we had Jin sharing with us possible movements for next week and trade ideas for the Canadian dollar, and Daniel here doing the cryptocurrency analysis. So again, a reminder, before you guys buy crypto and Ethereum and expecting it to be at 23,000, all these are opinions and views of the speaker. So please do your own analysis before you buy entering any trades. So
So I actually know that he bought Ethereum and he's waiting for 23,000. So when he gets there, he's going to be buying us all some big presents coming up. Looking forward to it, Daniel.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So in the chat again, there are links to our Telegram channel, Free Forex Signals, LCMS Traders YouTube channel. Do subscribe to it for daily recordings. The Traders Club link here too, tradersclub.lcms.com.sg. And if you're looking for managed account service, to check out forexbriefcase.com. Yeah, Edwin say to remember to belanja him to treat him to lunch. Edwin. All right. Okay. So see you guys on Monday again for the Aussie and Kiwi analysis. Thank you for your time and goodbye.
Looking forward to the party.